What's up, guys? Today we are doing some reacts. Today we're watching What Defines Health: Fit Women versus Overweight Women, Middle Ground by Jubilee. Let's see what it
If you
has.
see me, you
What's her
consider me
range?
obese?
I wouldn't say that you're obese, but
Okay.
it's like medically,
So,
you know.
so like for
So
example,
you're medically obese though?
no,
Yes.
I've been medically obese since I was like 12, and I was not obese.
What the fuck? She's been she's been medically obese since she was 12, but she's not obese. Oh my god.
Welcome back to Middle Ground. I'm John. I host the Radical Empathy podcast, and I'll be moderating today's discussion between fit women and fat women. And a friendly reminder, if you are writing a hate comment, you are part of the problem. Our first prompt.
Okay, now I'm not hating on the fat women. I just don't think it's a healthy or it's not a healthy lifestyle. And when you're fat, you just everything that you do is not normal anymore. You can't walk for too long, you can't run for too long, you can't do anything that you're supposed to that the human body was designed to do. So, in a way, I don't. It's not really okay to be fat. Some. I'm not saying some people can't control it. Some people can't do anything about it. But still, there's no excuse for being very obese, like 250 pounds and up, 200 kilos. That's not healthy.
Is your physique is in your control. Will
Oh,
you
definitely,
agree?
definitely, definitely. Your physique is definitely in your control. I mean, everybody can control whether they wake up in the morning and go to the gym, or whether they lace up their shoes and go on a run. You know what I mean? It's just a matter of if you want it enough to do it.
Please step forward.
She has a question.
I have a question. When you mean physique, can you specify like what exactly are you trying to?
I think physique is like the shape and size of your body. Why were you hesitating?
Because there's a lot of different illnesses around. So I have family members that have like thyroids and they can't gain weight or they can't lose weight. But I think that they can.
Yeah, but that's the problem today. So many people are blaming their fat issues on their thyroid, or on thyroid issues. You don't have fucking thyroid issues. People are fat and they go on TikTok and they say they have thyroid issues, but they've never been to the doctor. Never. They don't even know. They don't even know if they have that issue.
Manage to stay at a place that's going to be healthy for them. To me, personally, I do feel like I can be at a better place. I'm working on it, and that's my goal. So,
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. I think that definitely people have ailments, there's different diseases and all that, but I think at the end of the day, what you can do, the best physical peak for your personal body is in your hands. You may not look like someone you want to look like, your
Yeah, I agree, definitely.
ideal situation, but you can optimize your body to be the highest performance that you think that you can get to.
When I first started working out, I lost 60 pounds, and that included just counting calories. I didn't have to work out as hard. I did the treadmill. I went at an incline, and I just walked the whole time, watching a movie and just walked. I just made healthier choices, and I've been mindful about what I put inside my body.
Yeah, that's exactly what you should do. And it's so easy not to be fat today. So easy. I mean, you don't really have to put in too much work. Let's be honest. If you want to be shredded and you want to be jacked, you have to put in 1 hour a day, 6 days a week, or 2 hours a day, 6 days a week, and eat healthy and sleep right and everything. But if you just want to look,
Like you-
I don't know, like wait.
Watching a movie and just walked. I just made
If you want to look like her, like look okay, fit, you don't have to do too much. You really don't have to do too much.
healthier choices.
It's just about not eating. It's about not being in a calorie surplus, but eating to maintain your calories, not do anything more than that.
And I've been mindful about what I put inside my body.
Like you put in that effort, right? You made those conscious decisions to walk on the treadmill, count your calories. You were super exact with everything, and that's how both of you guys were able to lose so much weight, right? So your physique is 100% in your control. It's just that nobody wants to put the effort in.
Just so we can invite the disagreeers, that's a great point to bring in our disagreeers. Whoever wants to pick up where we just left off.
So while of course there are aspects that I think you can control about your physique, I think there are more things that are out of your control. Like it is so much more expensive to eat healthy than it is to eat like crap. If I go
Oh my fucking god. What the fuck did you? Oh my god. What are you saying, bro? A McDonald's fucking burger is $5. In the fucking grocery store, you can get potatoes, salad. Oh my god, you can make a healthy meal for 3 days, or you can make a healthy meal for 7 days with freaking $30 for the whole week. Okay, now, no. I exaggerated a bit. Not $30, like if you want to eat that healthy, but it's so much cheaper to eat healthy. And do you know what pisses me off? When people go to the grocery store and they see the fruits in the plastic packets, like the diced fruits, and it costs $8. And then they look to their right and they see fruit in the trays, and you can buy, I don't know, what is it? I don't know how many cents it is per piece. So much less than that. But they don't want to fucking dice up the apple and put it in a bowl. They just want to buy the diced up apple first. That pisses me the fuck off.
to the grocery store and I just want to buy a bunch of frozen meals, that's going to be so much cheaper than me going and buying fresh produce and fresh fruit and everything.
I disagree.
Immediately.
I disagree too.
Why do you disagree?
Yeah, of course.
The prepackaged foods, the frozen ones, way more expensive. I've been on a budget, eternally. I always save money by just going to the grocery store and buying ingredients.
I
Exactly.
agree with you on that, but I can go get a frozen meal sometimes for $1.50, $2, where if I want to cook
What the fuck are you buying? Frozen chicken ears, bro?
a whole meal, like depending on what all the ingredients I'm getting, that could be $10.
So you'll get more.
Yes, but still, you have to think from people who have like no money and they're thinking like, oh, I can get.
I've had no money. I've had $12 for a week's amount of food.
I hear both. I think that you definitely, in the short-term mindset, it is cheaper. You
Yeah.
go to a fast food restaurant, they have like a dollar menu. I think they've
Yeah.
even increased the dollar menu now. So, which is
$2
crazy. It's like a $2 menu. So that's valid, I think, but I think it's killing us in the long term. Like it's like that short dopamine effect, the dopamine where you're like, oh, I just need something right now.
Yeah.
I think that's the issue.
I also did want to, just touch on other than like food costs, like there's also privilege when it comes to like having time to cook stuff.
Definitely,
Like if you work a
100%,
full-time job, if you have kids and stuff, a lot of the time,
Oh my god. You have 1 hour or 2 hours a day to make a healthy meal. You have 2 hours a day to make a healthy meal. You definitely have 2 hours to make a healthy meal. But you don't have time to sit back on the couch, get a bag of Doritos, and watch your favorite film. You can't make that comparison. I mean, you can do that. You can sit on the couch and watch a healthy film, and watch a film 3 days a week. But the rest of the days, try and meal prep. Make meals for the next day. Make a healthy meal for that day. But don't make stupid excuses like
it's
this.
just easier. You don't have the time and energy. Like, I enjoy cooking, but it's a lot of work sometimes. And it's much easier for me to just like go through the drive-through. And then also privilege when it comes to like your mental health. When you are depressed, when you're struggling to even like get through the day, it can be really hard to have that motivation to eat well, to move your body and stuff. So for then when people are like, oh, well, why aren't you working out? It's like, dude, I can barely even get out of bed. So like, please stop with that.
Yeah, but maybe that's the problem. Your depression is based on your current life and your current lifestyle. To change your mood and your perspective on life, you have to change your actions. You can't expect not to be depressed by sitting around all day and doing nothing. You have to put in some work and do something to get out of that rut that you've been in.
I just wanted to say that I didn't step forward because I have PCOS and I just recently got diagnosed with it. So with PCOS, it's so much more difficult for me to lose the weight and control what I want my physique to look like. It's just so much harder. It's not impossible.
See, that's a different issue. That's a different issue. She has problems with her health that don't give her the ability to lose weight. I mean, she can still lose weight, but it's gonna be so much harder for her.
Possible, but it is.
We can fix it.
It's something
and we
that
can
can
fix
be
it.
fixed.
PCOS, we can fix
Sorry
it.
to,
So
to cut y'all off, but Brie, I just wanted to hear from you.
The question, like, your body is in your control, I just think it is not 100% in your control. To say it's like black and white, you can change it or you can't, is just crazy. It's just so nuanced. I really appreciated you bringing up the food access that you have, the knowledge access, your socioeconomic status. I go to the gym, I sit there, and I'm like, if only everyone had access and the free time to do this. I'm sure so many other people would love to do that, but people are struggling. They need to pay their rent. They can't just allot that time. They need to prioritize. And I think that's ultimately.
Yeah, but this girl on the left, she has a job. The same as the girl on the right does. But you see the difference. You see the difference. How is she able to make time to get groceries? Or not her. Just look at the other girls that are fit. Some of them have very similar lives and very similar work hours. They all have the same amount of free time. They are in control. They are in control.
What is really sad. Everyone would love to take care of themselves.
I disagree. I'm sorry, I disagree. Like, there's some of us who are on the fit side that don't have that privileges. I wake up at 4 a.m., have a full-time job.
Snaps to you.
I get it done. At the end of the day,
Exactly what I fucking mean. She has a job, but she wakes up at 4 a.m. That's what I mean.
it doesn't matter. I want to be the highest version of myself, the most evolved version, and she has to show up.
But your life allows it.
Yeah.
No,
Your
I make my
lifestyle-
life
No,
allow
exactly.
it. I
You
surround
do.
Yes, you make your life
Myself
allow
But
it.
with
other
that.
people don't have the possibilities that you
They
have.
do. They just
Not everyone, no.
And I also
No.
think there's
You
something
need
to be
from
said.
Gotta
different
put the effort
places.
in. That's it.
But I also think too, like let's say for example, you're a teenager and you're like 500 pounds.
Yeah,
The
absolutely.
work that you need to do to remedy that.
Okay, if you're a teenager and you have 500 pounds, that's just the parents' fault. That's not your fault. That's the parents' fault 100%. What the fuck are the parents feeding you if you're 500 pounds at 13 years old? That's not normal. And obese children are not obese children. They're just the actions of the parents. That's the biggest problem
Is
today.
God, like that's really challenging. That's a
I
hard
agree.
thing to do for
I
anybody.
agree.
As opposed to like me, I was really skinny and then I decided, oh, I'm gonna go to the gym, I put on my weight. The results are showing. It looks like I'm working super hard. I make these choices like go girl.
Right.
But that is not the same accessibility that someone can make that change for themselves in different circumstances.
I agree.
So
My
think
only
that is, like-
caveat is it's hard for both, but it can be done, is my point.
Yeah.
I wouldn't
That's
say
my
that it's
only
as hard
point.
for me as someone who's overweight trying to lose that weight. In my opinion,
But do you believe that it can be done?
I believe it can be done.
This is not fit versus fat. This is fit versus fit.
I believe
Okay,
it can
so
be
we
done, but I
agree.
think empathy and compassion for the different circumstances that may stop someone from doing that is necessary. To see like, oh, get off your ass and like do all this,
No one said
which you're
that.
not saying, but I'm saying some people, commenters,
Myron's
might be
not
saying
in this
that.
episode.
Myra was the word.
There is a spectrum for your body. Our height isn't under our control, our fat distribution, our bone density, our muscle density, our metabolism.
Yes,
These are all things that make up who we are. But in that spectrum of health, absolutely, we can change who we are.
There is only one thing in this world that you cannot control, and that is what you do in a certain day. That's called discipline. That is every single person in the world can control what they do and how consistently they do it. Most people don't want to, but some do.
Yes.
with what we got, right?
And then we'll stop right there and move on to the next one.
Oh my
Hi there.
God.
Would you like to receive a gift? I'm a missionary for the Church of Jesus.
Body positivity can promote unhealthy
Body positivity can promote unhealthy habits.
habits. Will the agreeers please step forward?
Now, I don't really understand this. But
I think blind body positivity can be harmful.
oh, it's like No, I don't get it.
If it's just like always like, don't ever consider any possibility that you could change something or improve your quality of life. Just blindly accept yourself. I think that's where it can get kind of toxic.
I don't look like how I looked when I was 20. So body positivity is encouraging yourself to accept you're gonna transform eventually. When you're 40, when you're 50, you're gonna get wrinkles, all these things. So yeah, definitely body positivity should have taken another route instead of just saying it's for bigger people, because it's not. It's for all the variety of people that need to accept you're changing.
Yeah, I think the pendulum has switched to the furthest extreme. I think body positivity was created because there wasn't a space for people who could have acceptance in bigger bodies. And I think it's just gone to the furthest extreme now. And
No, I don't.
Like-
I don't understand this.
Women come in all shapes and sizes, right? And every woman is beautiful. And I think that you should really be confident in your body and the way that you look, wake up feeling your best. But I feel like especially on social media and in society today, this body positivity movement,
sorry.
I've seen like multiple times where there's like obese women promoting body positivity. And it's like, I wouldn't want like my
What's
kid.
obese for you?
Like an
Oh, it's like whatever type of body you have, you should be like proud of it, and even if you're obese, it doesn't matter. Like the videos, look at my belly or something like that. This is okay. Yeah, okay.
healthy lifestyle.
No,
Like,
but
over-
Yeah, that's true actually. If you're always happy with your body, even if your body is unhealthy, you're always gonna do the stuff that you did. It always circles back to the same thing, your actions.
What do you
Weight-wise,
mean
what's
obese?
obese for you?
obese, like for
for
medically
me,
obese.
if you see me, you
What's her
consider me
range?
obese?
I wouldn't say that you're obese, but
Okay.
it's like medically,
So, so like for
So
example,
you're medically obese, though? Yes.
I've been medically obese since I was like 12, and I was not obese.
Well, does anybody here,
So
would anybody here explain what they mean by medically obese? Just-
Exactly.
like
Yeah, what does that mean?
At like when you go to the doctor's
Yeah.
office and you get weighed on a scale and they'll tell you, oh, you're a little bit overweight, or they'll say you're morbidly obese, you're
Because of your
whatever
height,
thing. So like,
everything.
like if you look at me, you would be like, oh, she's a little plus size, but I am technically considered obese.
So
by my doctors.
And I was
Yeah, she's definitely obese.
obese at, I think it's 30 BMI. Now the BMI, have come to learn that it's a little bit tricky now.
right, it's not the most accurate.
Now, I don't know what BMI, I think it's body mass index. I'm not sure. I don't know how to calculate that.
Right.
But that's what it's based off.
Yeah.
But
Right.
so correct. But
mass
now
index.
that when I was a size 14, I was considered obese. It's smaller than we think.
I think an
Yeah.
obese person, and this is not, calling absolutely anybody obese, but I think a person that can be considered obese will not be able to go on walks. They will lose their breath. For me, because I am a person that I'm big, but like I said, I'm still able to go on hikes and I won't lose my breath. I can go on runs. I can exercise. So
So
Now, who knows what the quality of those workouts look like? I seriously doubt that if she goes to the gym, she's giving it her 100%. When you're that obese, you can't, because your cardiovascular system doesn't match your muscles. So you can't make it through the workout.
if for the
You're-
doctors I'm obese because of the
Yes.
size and the stuff that I
Yes.
am, for the doctors,
yes.
for me, it is not the way that it works, because an obese person, I've had friends who are skinnier than me. We go on walks and they're losing their breath.
So for you, obesity
correct.
is just the
The fact-
health parameter of how physical you can be. For you,
Exactly.
it's not a physical manifestation
Exactly.
of the body.
What the doctor,
Exactly.
when that doctor says that bad word, he's looking on a chart versus saying,
No, medically obese. I think they have a chart like 5 to 10% is very lean or shredded. 10 to 15 is average. 15 to 20 is a bit above, below average. 20 to 25 is, I don't know, obese, and 30 plus, 35 plus is like very obese. That's what I think the doctors are meaning.
you
But how many
can't-
people
but
have
he's
been
saying-
bad
But listen,
diagnosed?
he's not saying you're ill and you can't walk up that hill.
I've
you,
had
you
doctors
go,
say that to
you
me.
go, I
That's
have
the
that.
thing. I've
that's,
had doctors
I'm
say that
obese
to
and I
me.
can still walk
So-
up that hill. And that's what's fabulous about it, right? It doesn't automatically mean you're ill, but also down the road, absolutely it's going to mean you're ill. You're lucky with your genetics currently. Down the road, it's not going to be the same
But
story.
this is the thing, you think they're genetics, but since I was really young, I'm active. I'm an active woman.
I never said you're not active.
No, I know, but I'm just responding to what you're
Okay.
saying. I know you're not saying that I'm not active. I'm responding to what you're saying about the doctors and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because I have had doctors tell me that.
Tell you what?
That I'm obese and that I
Yes.
cannot exercise, that why am I not exercising, why am I not doing the effort. There's doctors that have bad diagnosed me for things that I've never had. And I've gotten medicated for things that I've never had. So it's like,
Right. Well,
it's
that's-
everybody, it's different.
They're killing us too. So
Just we went down a tangent
Yeah.
for a minute. I want to.
Oh my God, you've been
we're
so
talking
good.
about we're talking about body positivity, whether
Yes.
we think it promotes unhealthy habits. We're going to bring in our disagreeer.
Oh my God.
And then continue the combo.
Yeah.
So I didn't step forward because I
Sorry.
really hate the toxicity that has come from people being like, oh, body positivity promotes obesity and blah, blah, blah. I hate that so much. I think there is like the minutest people who are doing that. The vast, vast majority, I do not think promote obesity. Body positivity, to me, is just
No, promoting obesity is that's just wrong. That's not right. Promoting obesity is not right.
loving your body, accepting your body how it is, and not hating yourself. Like, you shouldn't have to wake up every day because you're 400 pounds and hate yourself. Like, you know,
Yeah. You should not hate yourself. It's very important to love yourself and love your body and be happy in your skin. But you should always strive to become a better version of yourself. You can always be better. And I think that's the point of life, to be better and to be happier. I mean, if you're there's no point in being 400 pounds and waking up every single day and being happy, but you still stay 400 pounds. And in the back of your mind, you're not entirely happy because you know you can do better, but it just sucks to do it. And that's the difference between the strong people and the weak people.
I don't think anybody should be hating themselves. So that, to me, is what body positivity is about. And it's also about equality in how people are treated. Like, for example, Lizzo gets called out so much on, like, oh my God, she's out there with her ass and stuff. Like, ugh, it's so disgusting. But Chappell Roan, who, God, I love Chappell Roan, was at Gov Ball and came out as Statue of Liberty and had her ass out, did not see a single person online saying, oh, so why does she have her ass out? You know, it's like, it's a double standard. People inherently hate fat bodies and don't think they should be seen in society.
I actually disagree with that because I do see people hating on Chappell Rowan for the way that she looks and her.
Wait, I don't know who that is. Let me see. What did they say? Chappell Roan. Bro, she's not fat. Oh, it's this girl. Oh shit. Fat Bill Roan. I don't even know who Lizzo is. Oh, she's that singer. Yeah. But I think that has to do with success because Lizzo is pretty successful. I know some of her songs, and I don't even listen to her, but I definitely know some of her songs. And then people get jealous of her and what she's accomplished, and then they hate on her.
Outfits, and
That has something to do with it, definitely.
there's going to be hate on both
Oh,
sides.
of course, there's going to
That
be
is
hate, but
to be
I
there.
meant like the volume of hate that Lizzo gets compared to Chappell Roan. Like, I would say, like, it's much smaller. Like, you constantly hear about like Lizzo, and you know.
I have a question. I have a question
Yeah.
about Lizzo. Okay,
Always
one of
comes
the
back to Lizzo.
one of the few, okay.
She's lost weight too.
I know.
She's lost a lot of weight right now.
One of the few times I saw her streaming, she had this gorgeous cake was gifted to her, enormous. Went in with it with
Oh, nah, shade it all, bro. Fuck.
the fork and was eating constantly and talking to the camera while she was streaming. The volume of the cake that she ate, I just went, oh my God, how many people are watching this? This is absolutely, it was a horrible representation. I hated every moment of it. What do you have to say about that?
Well, my question would be, if there was a thin person doing that, would you have had that same reaction?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, then I think it's more about, like, she's not promoting obesity by eating cake on camera. She's just, eating cake
But
on
if
camera.
she's a representation of body positivity and she's behaving this way, is that promoting
Have
a
you
negative
noticed
light?
that she just posted a video that she lost weight? Like
No,
that
no,
was-
absolutely don't. I
She just
absolutely
posted
not.
a video.
I
She
absolutely
lost
did not.
weight. You can see the
Because
difference.
I don't want her in my algorithm.
So it was just probably that one day that you saw her doing that, but that doesn't identify her as a whole person.
Yeah, in defense of Lizzo, not a sentence I want to repeat. In defense of her, I have seen her post like, oh, here's a green smoothie that I got, or here's me with my salad, or like, here I am at the gym. I think there is this weird stigma where people that are overweight have to be perfect all the time. They can never just just have a cake. And I agree, it's gorging. I agree, it's not great. Listen, I'm not saying that's great.
That was
Not
too
great.
much.
But I'm saying that this one instance of her doing this amidst all her other ones of her trying to be healthy.
Can I go on the opposite side of that, like with
Yeah, of course. I mean, if you're trying to be healthy and you did something for a set period amount of months and you stayed healthy, you got your workouts in, you count your calories and everything, you can of course sit back and relax. You can definitely have I don't like to use the word cheat day, it's stupid, but you can have a rest day and just eat.
Lizzo, there's like Eugenia Cooney. She's a very
Yes,
petite, tiny
Eugenia.
woman. Why are people saying, "Oh, good job, Lizzo"? Like, good job for eating healthier. But like, when Eugenia Cooney's like trying to eat something, like
But is Eugenia Cooney allowed to have hashtag body positivity?
she does sometimes. So
Is she?
she promotes herself literally wearing like tiny
Because we're-
outfits, showing her body.
That was my whole point. Is like these extremes are hijacking it.
Yeah,
I agree.
They're
think,
not good representation.
Yeah,
No.
that like the algorithm, they will push out the most extreme cases because they get the most views, and that's
Right.
what people want to see.
Yes, it's dangerous.
Including these conversations.
Yeah. There are influencers on Instagram. I don't know what the name of the guy is. He posts videos like what I eat in a day. You cannot believe what he puts into his body in one single day. He buys one tray or one box of crumbled cookies, and there's 8 or 16 of them. I don't know how much it is. One of them has like 1,000 calories or 1,200 calories. He eats the whole box just in that one snack. And then he gets millions of views, and then people like what he's doing. People like watching him destroy his life. That's disgusting to me.
Although this was pretty reasonable. All right, let's reset.
No matter who you are, there's no denying that injuries can be the case. If you now.
I have taken a weight loss drug. Well,
Oh my God, I hate this. I hate this topic. Drugs. Why? Why do you need to take a shortcut? There are no shortcuts in life. There are no freaking shortcuts in life. I don't know if a weight loss drug is Ozempic. That's what our next video is about. But why would you do this to yourself? I really don't agree with this.
the agreeers, please step forward.
Oh shit.
I guess everybody's perfect.
I'm like trying to see like what do we define as drugs?
I think we're talking about the
Like
weight-
Ozempic?
Pills
Yeah,
or
weight.
Yeah, Ozempic. Yeah.
Well, any
Like diet pills?
drug that you've taken.
Yeah, wait, I'll-
Sorry. But yeah, come on in. Let's hear your story, Tim.
I have used weight loss drugs before I knew the power of them in college, and that you could get them over the counter, but they were incredibly strong. Probably needed to be controlled at that time, but I was just so obsessed with my body size. I've pretty much my whole life, and that's just the culture, American culture that I was raised in and lived in, and so I would try drastic means, and I've done things that would just get you super wired. Even as an adult, once I figured out how to eat, I gained the weight back during the lockdown, like a lot of people did.
Yeah, definitely.
And I go, gosh darn, I was so upset. And I took a prescription weight loss drug that was prescribed by a doctor, and I was able to drop the.
Okay, but that's different. That's different. If he gave you that for medical reasons, that's a bit different. But if you took that purely for the sole reason of losing weight because you were unhappy but you had no medical problems, that's a different thing.
Weight quickly. I use it as a biohack. I used it short term just to get the weight off, because once the weight is off, now it's on you. You have to know how to eat.
So this is more recently.
Yep, and this is absolutely recent.
Was
too.
it like Ozempic, something like that?
Phentermine. You can get it prescribed. It's a controlled substance. It's hardcore, but it takes the
No.
thought process out of your mind. That thing, that monster that always tells you you're gonna get your next serotonin kick by that food, and you're hyper-focused on eating, and it takes that monster, stops talking. So now, when the monster stops talking, you go, I can control this.
I don't think it's fair for me to be judging these fat people and everything, because I myself have not experienced that life, and I don't know what it's like losing weight and how hard it is to stay disciplined in that journey, because I've always been such a skinny kid. I've never had problems with losing weight. I've always had problems with gaining weight. So I don't think I can judge this accurately.
I can make changes in my lifestyle in order to make healthier decisions to keep the weight off that I just lost with this drug, and yeah.
I was so desperate to lose weight. I was like on TikTok scrolling through, and like they were sharing like, oh, this drug does this and this and that, and I was like, okay, I'm going to go ahead and just blindly buy this thing, and showed up at a horrible time.
Do you know what kind of drug it was?
It was a pill that I took, and it like suppressed my want to eat food. But
A pill of Timo. 100 pounds in 2 days.
it also like had some really bad side effects. Like when I would eat, I would feel sick after, and I realized like, oh, I'm feeling horrible all the time and having this energy low and like just feeling physically sick.
How long were you on it?
I was on it for 2 months maybe.
Did you lose weight?
I lost some weight, but as soon as I got off of it, I gained all of that weight back.
Yeah.
I
You
gained
have
it
to know what to
all
do
back.
once you're there.
Exactly.
What are you gonna do?
Exactly. It was like the crutch, and like you just relied on it so much, and then once it was gone, you had to do your own thing, and
you have to figure it out.
you had to figure it out, and the pill was doing all that for you, and then for me, I gained more weight than I lost when I was on it.
Let's bring in
Oh, that's the sound. Shit. I thought it was something in my apartment.
our disagreeers.
So I've heavily considered taking Ozempic, but I've decided not to because you either have to stay on that drug long term to keep those effects, or if you get off of it, most people are gonna gain the weight back. So I'm no longer.
That's a very big problem. That's a very big problem. And that's a problem that they have in the 600 pound life. With, I think it's Mr. Now, something like that. He approves their weight loss surgery, and they get that weight cut off or something like that. But then they just revert back to their old habits and just gain that weight back again. You can't do weight loss like that. Same with these drugs. You take a drug for a certain amount of time, for 2 to 3 months, but you keep your same lifestyle habits. You lose weight, then you get off the drug and you gain all that weight back, and then you get back on. It's
Interested in
it's a horrific cycle.
Thing that is not a complete lifestyle change. Like for me, I have learned over the years that I would prefer to be fat and happy than thin and miserable. So like right now, I'm just trying to, eat less processed food, stay away from like sodas and stuff for the most part. But I will never count calories, like, or because to me that leads to disordered eating habits.
For you?
I wouldn't say disordered eating habits, but it does take a bit of time, and it is pretty. What's the word? Tedious, tedious.
For me personally, yes. I'm not talking for everybody. I'm not talking for everybody, but for me personally, and I do think for a lot of people, it can lead to disordered eating.
Kind of circling back to the topic about taking weight loss drugs. Hell no, I would never take no weight loss drug. I worked really hard for my body, and I'm like a very big believer in that phrase. Like, if you wanted to, you could. Wouldn't you be so
Oh, definitely, definitely.
much happier if you lost the weight and you look back on it and it was like, yeah, like I did that.
Yeah, imagine that feeling. You start growing in the gym. You step inside the gym for the first time. You're 300 pounds, 200 pounds. You work and 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 you work. And 2 to 3 years later, you're 150 pounds. You're lean. You look good. Or 4 years, maybe 5. You look good, and you look back on that first day in the gym, and you can proudly say that you did this. This is something that you did, and nobody else did that for you. But when you take a weight loss drug, you always know that it's not you, and it's not as rewarding as natural is.
You know, like that was 100% all me. I didn't need no help. I didn't need no cheat codes. Like,
Yeah, exactly,
this was the
exactly.
work that I put in, and I got the results that I wanted.
And that was the mindset that I wish that I had before I took the drugs.
Yeah.
Because like I was super naive. I was like 18 years old
Right.
and I had no knowledge about anything. And I was looking for a quick fix because all these people were telling me, oh, you need to lose weight, you need to do this. And that was in my own household. So it was my family telling
Right.
me this, along with my friends and everything like that.
It's a lifestyle change ultimately. These are tools that you can utilize, but if you are not changing your lifestyle to go with it, then what will have been forced?
Right.
And so I think that's really ultimately what it is. If you're not ready to
100%.
commit to the lifestyle change, using these tools is not going to help you.
When people do these quote unquote shortcuts, a lot of the time, like mentally, they're not there. So they lose the weight and then they're still like,
Not fixing the problem.
exactly. It was like, it was this quick fix. And now that it's, you know, they get off it, like everything mentally, like that they were at when they were at a bigger weight is still there because
Like-
they didn't put in that
Yeah,
mental
yeah,
work,
yeah.
like doing it on their own.
For example,
we gotta reset. Sorry, the next one. I'm getting the signal. Fit women are more attractive than fat women. Will the agreeers please step forward?
Definitely. Definitely. I mean, it's just in our biology. You can't look at someone who's fit and someone who's fat and think that they're more attractive. There's a different side to this. It definitely comes down to personality. If the fit woman is a bitch and she is a terrible person, I think you might lean a bit more towards the fat person if she's a kind person and a caring person and you think she would be a good mother. But if we're looking overall looks, definitely fit woman.
I would definitely agree. Fit women are more attractive than like plus size women, only because me having this body, it shows that I can commit to something, right? And it shows that I'm hardworking, so I feel like men looking at my body can see, oh, okay, she's dedicated. She put in the work, and that could be an attractive quality that men see in me. I would definitely go for like a more muscular guy. So that kind of shows that we have something in common, something that we can work on together.
So gym dates.
Yeah, gym dates, for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, thank you. Can we bring in the disagreeers?
I feel like I'm gonna get flamed alive right now. It's all good.
I'm bisexual, so I
Hey,
love
girl, me
women.
too.
I love women.
Yes, all the bisexual.
I think that all women are beautiful. I've had relationship with women that are fit, that are not fit, variety. And I can tell you that personality-wise, the skinniest ones and the most beautiful ones have had a personality that I cannot work with. Me, personally, me. So,
Yeah.
and it comes from a place that the way that I grew up, the way that they grew up, thoughts, minds, you surround yourself with people that you like, that is like you. Your personality has more beauty than the way that you look.
Your physical looks will disappear. My grandma, she used to be
Yeah, I have to agree with that.
A very petite, tiny woman, grew up in the Philippines, my grandpa the same way. Now they're a little bigger, they're more comfortable, 50 years later, still in love. My grandpa always makes jokes, like when I remember growing up, he was like, this is Burger King and this is McDonald's. I'm the king and I'm loving it. And I'm like, that's my grandpa. He showed me like, you can appreciate a woman through all the changes, you know? Like, exactly. And that's why I love, like I could be, once I get skinny, like, my boyfriend can still love me, but maybe he loves me more because how I am personally.
I think people like to be like, oh, it's always going to be the fit woman is more attractive than the plus size woman. I just don't think that's true. Like, there's a lot of beautiful.
No, she definitely is more attractive. She definitely is more attractive. But she might not be a suitable mate for you.
Fit women. There's also a lot of not very beautiful ones.
Right.
You know what I mean? To assume that size will always equal more attractive, I just think is like silly. It's a case by case basis.
Because I'm more on the healthy side.
Well, you can be thin and not healthy.
Yeah,
Let's be
right.
clear.
Exactly.
But the biggest issue I have with what you said, I disagree with you. I think as a fit girl as well, fit girlies, but I still disagree with you because there's beautiful women who are in bigger bodies. Like, I feel like it's an arrogance almost to be like, oh, because I'm fit, I'm more attractive. Like that's, it's ridiculous. And the biggest issue I have with
Yeah, but there are bigger women who are attractive, but there are not obese women who are attractive. You cannot be 300 pounds and be beautiful. You just cannot be. You can be a bit fat. There are a lot of a bit fat women who are very, very, very attractive. But we're talking about obese women here.
what you said about men being attracted to you more just because you're fit. I think that's
I think I strayed a bit off topic, but no.
seeing your worth on a man. And I'm married, as a married woman saying that, I just don't understand what that has to do with the principle of just physical attractiveness. That has nothing to do with if someone else deems you as attractive. It's like just solely based on the physical. So I 100% disagree with you.
I was debating actually stepping forward because of just what society has taught me my whole life is like, thin is more beautiful, thin is more beautiful, thin is more beautiful. And I've really had to work on unlearning that, like for so many years. When I was like, 19, 20, I was like, oh, the reason I'm not in a relationship is because I'm fat. Like I need.
If you're 19 and you're 20, that probably is the reason you're not in a relationship, because most people who are 19 or 18 are not wise enough and they've not matured enough to see that personality matters more than looks. So in your teen years, definitely looks matter more, because the first thing that people see in your teens are your looks. And that's kind of what group that you're in high school or in college. In college, less so, but in high school, definitely looks are more important, because kids are just stupid.
To lose weight, and then I'll become in a relationship, then someone will love me. And I thought that for so many years. And like my self-confidence was like down here. And I really had to work on unlearning that. And I'm still trying to unlearn that. But like I have learned over the years that people are attracted to different things. So if you ask one person, they're going to tell you, oh, this is what I'm attracted to. And if you ask someone else, they might have a completely different answer. So I think attractiveness is subjective. I think when it comes to society 100% says skinnier is better.
I mean, I hear a lot of what you're saying, but I'm curious, anybody want to share, like, what is the type of body that you're attracted to?
To men, on men, other, or
Well,
the
I don't know.
opposite?
There's people who are attracted to men. So whether it's men or women, what kind of bodies are you attracted to?
Because I've been smaller and bigger. I am tall. I already am eliminating a majority of people because I'm one taller man than me. But you know what? Somebody on your show, Zach Miko.
Was that the tall guy?
It was the model.
Oh, yeah.
The plus size model? He was
Yes.
cute.
So
Unfortunately married.
So it's like
Again, the dad bod.
I have dated some fantastically gorgeous men, but when I feel most comfortable and myself and I can feel just kind of let it all out is a guy that's has some cushion. Gym people for gym people. And, and that kind of seems like unattainable.
Yeah, some women can just feel intimidated with the success of other men. Because when you're constantly around someone that is better than you and someone that's striving to be a better person than they are in that moment, you feel a kind of pressure to live up. You think that they that they are not gonna love you when they achieve all these high things and you just stay where you are. So I think there's a kind of pressure that people have in that situation, but there definitely shouldn't be a pressure. If a man leaves you because um, if a man leaves you just because you're not doing what he's doing, that's not right.
Not my vibe.
No, I appreciate the specificity. If
I
anyone else wanted.
So I do have a type, but also like I've never dated before. So I'd say like my type goes from I like my type goes from like Prince Eric to Fluffy. It's so funny. Yes, the comedian Fluffy. I just feel like I could like hug him. Like he would give the best hugs and be like the best person.
It's a very
Like,
wide range.
Yeah, a very wide range of
A lot of them fit into
a lot
that
of
range.
infinites to that. But like I don't discriminate against like body type or anything like that.
It's funny because for me as a bisexual woman, like what I like in women versus what I like in men is like very different. So men, I'm very much like you. Like dad bods are kind of like what I'm the most attracted to. I don't want someone like super, super big, but I also don't like super skinny or like super, super buff. Like you have a little muscle, that's fine, but like the really buff guys, like not my thing. But for women, I like way more different kinds of women, like thin, big, like I don't know. I'm just way more attracted, I think, when it comes to different kinds of women. Like when I'm swiping on dating apps, like I'll maybe swipe on.
I feel there's a lot more pressure on men to be fit today than there is on women. Male standards have gone up, have skyrocketed since the 2000s. I mean, people just expect so much from men. If you don't have money, if you no, let's put money aside. If you can't bench 100 kilos, you're a weakling. Instagram has really set expectations so high. It's not even normal anymore.
Like 1 in every 20 men.
And there's a there's a separate issue with teenagers taking steroids. That's absolutely crazy. There are kids that are 15 years old that are injecting themselves with steroids right now. That's
And like women, it's like 1 in 5. Women, I just think overall are much more beautiful than men. Like even,
And we have better profiles. Let's get this.
yes, that.
I agree. Oh shit. Oh fucking voice crack. I agree. Women are definitely more beautiful, but I'm a man, so I can't.
Too.
All right, let's reset.
Oh shit.
It's okay for models to set a high standard for body image. Will the agreeers please step forward?
It's okay for models to set a high standard. Nah, I don't think this session is that interesting.
Women should be fit enough to protect themselves. Will the agreeers step forward?
This is
Yeah, I
something
think
that
women should definitely be able to protect themselves. I mean, of course, they have to have a man who protects them, but they have to have some sort of degree of self-defense. You can't just be a human punching bag.
I always say, listen, no shame to people that are thinner, but I just think you're so vulnerable when you're thin. Like if you're petite and you're frail and you're not strong enough to fight back, I don't think that's safe for you. I'm a proponent of like building muscle. That way you're sturdy. That way if someone tries to come up on me, they're going to feel something.
I think we shouldn't have to.
Yes.
Like it sucks that we're in a society that we do, but we have to.
Yes.
You're prone to danger at any moment. Know some punches, know some locks. I don't know. But yeah, definitely stay prepared.
Yeah, as someone who trains kickboxing, boxing, and Muay Thai, at our facility, like we do
What the fuck?
offer like women's self-defense classes, and like no matter like what body size you are,
I don't want to say something.
I highly recommend every single woman to take at least one class just so you know the basics and just like for your own protection.
Well, I got attacked by a dog once when I was on a walk. I came out of this house and it came after me, and I was with a group of friends. Of course, it comes after the big one. Don't get me wrong, but it was scary. I couldn't run away from that problem, but my friends were able to, and that came to my mind. Like, oh my gosh. I'm not good at cardio. I know what I need to improve more on. You need to be able to carry yourself, pull yourself up, or like, you know, run.
Even for your kids, you know, an emergency, your kid is swallowing something and it got stuck, or you know, everything around you needs your
Okay.
full potential energy. So yeah, definitely everybody work on their own pace and just make sure that you work on things that are going to help you and stay safe because it's dangerous.
Not to be an easy target.
Yeah.
Aside from dogs, which, has anyone ever been in a situation where they've had to defend themselves?
I can talk about it because it doesn't hurt anymore, but when I was young, I did get molested. And it's fine, I'm over it. I know it wasn't my fault. See, I work with my brain a lot, so for me, I
See, that's trauma for life. That's damn.
was laying down, and it was more of a like situation where I couldn't move because of what everything was that was happening around me, and my thoughts were just like, I need to find a way to survive. I need to find a way to push this person from me, and I was 13, so it was like,
Oh shit, bro.
you know what? Pray. Because there was a cousin sleeping next to me, and I was like, please have her move. Please have her move so I can move. And she did. And as soon as she moved, I found a way to just push him. Like I found the courage to push him off. It came from, I don't know where, but it came. And whatever happened after that. So it is a situation where, as women, we are subject to not just men, but to a lot of people, and where we need to find a way to protect ourselves, and not just us, as we're growing older. Like, we should be showing our children how to and who not to trust instead of judging them, instead of expecting from them.
I mean, most women will never be able to defend themselves against an average man. But a man who asserts physical violence against women is a man who should not be alive. That you should never want to beat your women, or you beat your woman, or do anything physically dangerous to her. That's just wrong.
them. You should be teaching them to find their way and what works for them, to find a courage to save themselves from whatever is going to be a struggle for them in the future.
Yeah.
So,
Thank you for sharing that story.
I have abused my body. Will the agreeer step forward?
Oh, okay. This is just personal stories. Okay. Honestly, W video.